Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out today. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through the cards that come out in today's reading. So the first card we have is the 10 of Pentacles. We have some earth sign energy with this. You could be dealing with another Virgo or Taurus or even a Capricorn. And we have the 7 of Cups in the reverse. And we have the 6 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have a Temperance card. We have some Sagittarius energy with this. You could also be dealing with a Sagittarius. But this Temperance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really going with the flow of things. And it does feel like being able to be moving at a comfortable pace. It feels like things are not being rushed. It also feels like things are unfolding naturally. I do feel like with this 10 of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of really thinking about being able to have something that's going to last, something that's going to be for the long term. And kind of, even when it comes to this person's mindset, I do feel like they are in it for the long haul. I do feel like with this 10 of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy feels quite committed. It does feel like this person also being open to a commitment and wanting that and seeking that. I do feel like with this 10 of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy does feel like also thinking about the future as far as being able to have the connection be one that grows, and it does feel like a very practical energy also when it comes to the ways in which a connection grows. I do feel like with this 10 of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy also feels like it has to do with family, a desire for a family or someone's family being involved and being introduced in this connection. But with the 7 of Cups showing up in the reverse, this energy feels like being able to be in a very decisive space when it comes to the connection and thinking very logically, but also from a very grounded space with a lot of clarity. And I do feel like when it comes to the connection, it does feel like this strong emotional connection. It also feels like having a connection that also feels like it is one that works practically. I do feel like with the 7 of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like having a realistic outlook on things, but also having feelings, also presence. And it does also feel like an energy of honoring those feelings and also kind of being able to prioritize this connection even above any distractions that may come and try to interfere. I do feel like with this 7 of Cups showing up over here, this energy feels decisive, like someone is making a decision or has made a decision when it comes to the connection. But with the 6 of Wands showing up over here, this energy does feel like an energy of being in a position where you're getting recognized, or this person is someone who, I do feel like there may be someone who's in a position where you recognize them. There's something about them. It's like they're in the spotlights at this time. I do feel like with the 6 of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of also being able to experience things kind of going in a way that feels like there's a sense of being able to experience a lot of succeeding, especially when it comes to where things are at and how things are going at this time. And even I do feel like, especially if it's coming out of a time where things may have felt quite stuck, feels like things kind of moving forward and a lot happening. I do feel like with the 6 of Wands showing up over here, it also feels like a lot of people also being around or being surrounded by a lot of people. It's like people are attracted, and I do feel like the 6 of Wands showing up over here feels like gaining attention, and that can also be for your work and also being able to be noticed by the right people. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, and we have the 8 of Wands, and we have have the Strength card. With the Strength card showing up over here, we do have some Leo energy. Could also be dealing with a Leo. But at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So with the Six of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a connection that feels very equal. Feels like there's a the energy is also reciprocated when it comes to the connection between the two of you, and how much is being given into things, and the give and take within the connection. Do you feel like with this Six of Pentacles showing up over here, it feels like a very generous energy? So it does feel like having an energy of goodwill when it comes to wanting to be able to kind of show up for this connection in a way that kind of serves this connection. I do feel like with the Six of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy feels like it balances. There's a lot of, the energy feels balanced in the dynamic. I do get that with the Six of Pentacles, this even feels like a supportive energy. So it does feel like having a connection where it's like you're mirroring the best qualities of yourselves. I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a lot of pursuits, being able to kind of pick up at this time, especially when it comes to career, but also when it comes to any kind of personal development, or even really healing journey. This feels like being able to experience a lot of what you are focused on, being able to move forward. And even when it comes to the person you are dealing with, I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles, though, this energy feels quite independent. So it feels like a journey that someone is going on alone. But I do feel like with this Nine of Pentacles showing up over here, it's like it's making them a better person, or it's making you a better person. And I do feel like in turn that's also contributing towards being able to actually reach some kind of a vision that you have for this connection, especially with the Ten of Pentacles showing up over here. But the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a lot of messages coming in. Communication could be also really picking up quite quickly with this Eight of Wands showing up over here. With the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse, it does feel like a decisive energy. So it does feel like there's no hesitation when it comes to the connection. With the Strength card showing up over here, do you feel like you have a strong connection, but also feel like when it comes to the person you are dealing with, they care very deeply about you. I do feel like the connection is one that really impacts this person very deeply. I do feel like there's a lot of care, and genuinely so. I do feel like with this Strength card showing up over here, this also feels like a strong connection as far as being one that gets through thick or thin. Does feel like a very resilient connection when it comes to what you have with this person. So I am going to clarify these cards. So we have reconciliation, and we have express your love. And we have playfulness. So with the reconciliation card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of a desire to work on a connection. I do also feel like there could have been a sense of things kind of going quiet, so things kind of feeling like they were almost kind of stagnating, but it does feel like an energy of putting an effort towards being able to work on the connection, to also, especially where there could have been distance, to reconcile. I do feel like with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, there is something that is coming in that is unexpected, especially when it comes to hearing from someone or someone coming towards you. It does feel sudden. But this express your love card showing up over here, do you feel like this person expressing themselves, and if so, expressing something to you in the sense that there could be a confession that's being made from this person, but it does feel like them opening up to you. I do feel like it's in a very meaningful way. I also get that it could also be in a tangible way, as far as something they are offering you and something they are doing for you. It does feel like they could be a gesture, also a romantic gesture that this person is also leading with. But the playfulness card showing up over here, this does feel like it's pertaining to Strength card. This does feel like a strong connection, but it also feels like it isn't just intense. It feels like there's also a side of it where there's playful energy. It does feel like there's an ability to have light interactions that feel very stimulating in this connection with this person. I do feel like with this playfulness card showing up over here, this also feels like the sense of this connection also touching on the inner child of someone coming out in this connection. And I do feel like it's deeply healing for that reason. when it comes to being able to be in this connection or be around you. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Virgo, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Virgo.